Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Good Night Podcast. My name is Amer Rez.
Hey.
I'm here today with a special comedian. I'm going to say something. I don't know much about him. I saw him work. He's a hardworking guy. He makes me laugh with his Instagram posts.
Thank you. Yeah.
I just noticed that you look like Dave Grohl.
Yeah, that's one of my bits, actually.
And I'm like, you know what? I want to have him on this podcast. This young gun trying to make it in comedy. There's something about him that I like. He works hard.
Thanks.
Looks like an alien a little.
A little bit.
That's when I did your show. I said you look like one of the aliens.
Suit of some
Exactly. Like in I don't know if you remember Men in Black.
Men in Black. That's exactly.
Where you
what I
just
was
got
thinking.
home and you bzzz, and you just come out.
I pretty much do that, actually.
Yeah. That joke bombed, but it was a fun show, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, make a lot of noise for Erik Intrevado.
Hey, Intrevado, you got it.
Erik
man.
Intrevado.
Intrevado, if you want to get
Intrevado.
fancy. But
I just found out that you're 42 years old.
yeah. I'm 42 years young. I was in the clear, like I could have just kept going, doing what I was doing.
What happened? How did you?
I think with COVID, like you guys all started kind of before COVID. Me, it was like I got so comfortable working from home after COVID that I realized I just stopped existing.
Oh, wow.
And I was
deep.
like, man, like I need to exist again. And, people say, oh, you should be a comedian or a lawyer.
Oof. What is your day job?
I work in marketing.
And people say you should be a lawyer?
Yeah, because I was an argumentative prick my whole life.
Yes. Yeah, that's usually That's a good way. That's a good way to become a comedian. I don't know if it's good to become a lawyer.
Yeah.
It's a good way to become a comedian.
It's not actually like the movies, right? You never get to say out of order or you're out of order. There's just a lot of reading, actually, it turns out.
A lot of reading. It's very boring. Only 4 or 5 people get to. Also, do you want to really defend like serial killers and pedophiles?
I work in marketing.
I mean,
right?
you do work with them right now. Okay.
So I don't think ethics are my major concern.
So
right
you
now.
work in that explains why your posts are so how you.
People think that, and that might be an element to it, but it's just memes at the end of the day. You could be
it gets views,
total
man.
idiot.
It gets the names out.
Yeah, but I think it's because everyone who follows me knows me directly, right? So it's like there's a direct correlation. And again, that skin suit thing, like, seeing my face as these other characters, people think, oh, that's Erik's such a weird guy. I've tried memes with other people or doing face swaps with other people, and it just doesn't hit the same way that doing it with my face does.
It works.
It's weird.
It's working because you're the face of your of your shows. And you guys check out the show Burgundy Lion.
Yeah, Burgundy Lion.
Every Wednesday?
Every Wednesday, 9 p.m. There's even an open mic lotto draw.
Yeah.
So if
you're an open micer and you're listening to this, go check. It was fun.
Yeah.
I did it.
No, it was
I
great.
enjoyed it tremendously.
Yeah. We're still kind of in our early days, but even when we were at the Peel Pub, and that's the thing, like even with the Peel Pub, like this is all turned into a giant meme. Like me running a show, the show failing, me ending up on the news, me starting a new show, and then me going on people's podcasts.
And maybe
stuff,
that new place will burn down again. Who knows?
No. That place is real nice. We love the Burgundy Lion. They're very nice to me. The other place, Peel Pub, like the guy was like just not present, man.
I've been to Peel Pub I think once or twice in my life.
It was like
it's not a good venue.
It's all you need, man.
The fact that first of all it was on Crescent, not Crescent, it was on St. Catherine.
Well, that was the original one because we're old enough to remember the original one.
Yeah. Okay, there was another one.
Yeah, I think it moved twice actually.
Oh, wow,
and then the final place was on Peel, and it was actually for a venue. If we could have filled it, could have been pretty good. Just the high ceiling, the high ceiling, right? Not so good, but we just had such a big space, and it was just totally lawless, Like,
that's the best for new comedians.
Yeah.
You have to be in a lawless space.
It was a good open mic.
It's so important. Because I could see it on your face. I haven't been in a small open mic in a really long time.
Yeah, we're busy.
So to do your show, it just brought back so many memories.
Yeah.
You're focusing on your material, and then you hear the person on stage and they're like, pedophiles did nothing wrong. You're like, oh man, I forgot. Like there's a beauty.
The tone is
the sadness.
Yeah.
Of everybody there. The people who are watching the show. The comedians who hate their lives, the producers, they're like, "What am I doing?"
That's part of the charm.
Here?
That's and that connects to the memes. Like there's a self-deprecating like love that comes of this kind of comedy, I think, and that's what I've been really seeking out, and I think it's actually really
you will enjoy this for like 2 months, 3 months, maybe 6 months, maybe
I'm
a
on
year.
year 2. I'm on year 2 now.
Year 2. You've been doing comedy for 2 years,
yeah.
bro.
I've been doing it so much that you'd think I'm better. Like, it's kind of fucked up.
I've never seen you on stage.
You see me once.
I did.
That's how great I am, guys.
Really?
Like,
when was that?
Here.
Oh
at your
yes.
show.
You had a couple of good jokes. I remember.
Good jokes.
But
it was like it was a rough night. You know what I mean?
It was a rough night.
It was a quiet night.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I told people, I'm not going to say names. I told people, I'm having Erik.
Yeah.
He's like, he's an incel. I'm like, really?
Dude, for an incel, I'm doing pretty good, actually.
I know. You have a girlfriend?
I had a girlfriend.
Oh. Did you argument too much with her?
I won't even, no comment on that for sure. I can't even talk about her on stage. She actually messaged me, said, you can't make jokes about me on stage. I never felt so restricted in my life.
What?
Yeah.
Well, what's she going to do? Sue you?
No, but especially if it's like a sex joke.
You can
like
change the names.
That's exactly what I've been trying to do. So now I'm like re-engineering.
You can say
the
my
joke.
Pakistani girlfriend.
yeah. But especially when the joke deals specifically with their race, let's say.
Oh.
So it's totally off. I cut that one for now.
It's very
I'll bring
hard.
It back.
It's very hard to have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And be an open micer.
Yeah.
Like I'm somewhat becoming like making money and headlining a little.
Yeah.
And it's hard now.
Oh, you mean just being a comedian in general with somebody? Yeah. I can imagine.
It's so tough because you're as a comedian, you're such a loser. Not you. I mean, also but me too.
I was gonna shift that to be more like, oh, you're such, like long nights.
No,
it's like you're a fucking loser, man. I know.
For years, you're a loser, and not just a loser. You're a loser every night, and then you're supposed to
sometimes twice a night.
If you're lucky, and you consider yourself lucky if you're being a loser.
No,
you're
it's
doing 2 open mics a night. Oh, and then you have to go home and get hard, bro. You know how hard that is. You have to who's your daddy? Clearly not me.
No, I got.
However, here's the good points: is that there's open mic fuckers. There's girls. The darkness and the sadness of an open micer
I've done well
will
so far.
appeal to a few certain category of women. So you will get laid.
It's the same quality of women I attracted before I did comedy.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah,
marketing. I'm assuming you make good money.
I make okay money. I'm kind of like I'm a tough hire in a lot of ways. I'm
Why?
a creative too. I was an art director.
Okay.
Now I'm a strategist.
Ooh,
strategist. Yeah. Talk about a real strategy doing comedy at 42, right? But
you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
I'm doing okay.
I think Derek Sagam was one of the best comics in the country.
Right. Yeah.
I think his background is in advertising and marketing.
It gives you a certain kind of cynicism that I think really complements comedy well. I mean, Tim Robinson, right? I think you should leave show.
Yeah.
He worked in marketing as well before. So it seems to be like a bit of a common trope even,
It's you know how to sell and you know how to be witty.
Yeah.
Which is very important. I think being a comedian, you have to be a loser.
And you're also like you have experience watching your work turn.
Oh yeah? Oh, okay.
Yeah, because in marketing there's a lot of feedback, a lot of crazy things that happen. In comedy, technically it's not the same because it's all you.
Yeah, it's all you.
It's all you.
You're shitting on your own.
Yeah, but you're always fighting past you. Like the guy from yesterday thought that was a good idea, and then the next. You see it through a different lens, and you're like, that guy is
that's
stupid.
You're clearly not 20. I really thought you were like 25.
No, it's, that's why I rock the young hair, because it's the only. If I shave this hair, man, like I got a receding hairline,
Oh yeah,
it's getting.
It always makes me laugh when people
You're supposed to
complain
say no.
about their hairline.
I
have a receding hairline. I have a receding skin line. That's what I have.
Fuck, man.
Receding hairline.
I was like, on the way here, I was like, just don't talk about the hair.
Yeah.
Just don't talk about the hair.
That's okay. We'll never release this podcast. It's not even, nothing is plugged right now.
You just kick the camera over. You're like, fuck,
we start fighting.
Give me my cup back.
Imagine two 42-year-olds fighting. How sad. There's nothing sadder.
It would be a very short fight.
Yeah.
It would be a very short
Both
fight.
out of breath. I'm pulling your hair. That's all I have.
Yeah, you would win by default at that point.
That's crazy. Listen, I feel like we started this podcast by insulting you.
Yeah,
and
that's
I mean
okay.
it as an insult.
That's been my entire experience in comedy so far.
To be a loser is very freeing.
Yeah.
You just have to let go just so much.
That was the other thing too. Was you know, I used to do electronic music. I did fine arts in university and all that shit. And I hoarded so much of my creativity that I chose a new art form that was gonna force me to have to share it with people.
Oh,
like I still make music, but I mostly make it for my own like background music, basically.
Wow, you listen to your own music?
Yeah, it's fucked up.
How does that feel?
That's a narcissist, guys.
Is it you?
No, that's that. I don't think that would work.
Have you ever made love to your own music?
I could not.
Is there a lot of N-words?
I've let a girl or two listen to it.
Yeah?
That's the worst experience ever. Like, I'd rather her peg me than listen to music, man. It's
That's what you're doing to her ears, I think.
yeah. It's like
You just,
not good
wow.
at all.
Okay, so you're okay. I knew I saw something in you.
That's what my dad said.
I did zero research. I just wanted
that's
to know.
perfect. That's the perfect way to
I
go
like
on a
this guy.
podcast. Yeah,
I like this guy. People told me not to book him.
Oh,
I'm gonna book
that's
him.
awesome, man.
This is.
I love being the underdog in comedy. To be honest,
you're gonna be the underdog for a long time. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. It is.
I think you're doing comedy right because I see a lot of comedians now.
Yeah.
What they do is that they only do the nice rooms because there's a lot of nice open mics in the city.
Yeah.
Where you can go in front of a nice audience.
Tell me when you find one.
There's so many. No, but like Ben's shows.
Yeah,
amazing.
Sure.
Raw.
Gibbons, I was just there last night. I had a great time.
Raw, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. Like there's good open mics and there's like really difficult, hard open mics.
Peel Pub.
And this is how you become good.
Yeah. There's a diminished return factor to
You're
consider.
Not there yet.
No, not
it's
even
like
close.
4 years,
Not
5
even
years.
close. But I've been hitting it hard. I did like 200 mics in my first year.
That's good.
Like,
That's good.
And then I'm at like, I still count every one. I have a spreadsheet. I keep track
that's
of them
great.
all.
Yeah.
And I'm at like 400 something now.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you force yourself to do too many just to get the numbers in, it's diminished returns, I think. But I don't want to cheap out and just start doing 2 a week or something like that.
No. If you
I feel
quit.
like, yeah, exactly.
You're 2 years in.
Yeah.
You should go up every night.
Yeah. Well, every night is a bit tough just because of what's available, but I would if I could.
Of course, no. There's open mics every night.
Yeah, I mean,
Monday you can go.
What's
up.
on Saturday? Tell me.
Saturday you can start a show.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
By the way, you should do comedy-related events every day. If there's no open mics in the sense that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
That's gonna really help with the next girlfriend, by the way. That's gonna really help with the next girlfriend.
Trust me, it's gonna. Forget about, dude. You're gonna kill your sexuality. You're 42. Why are you getting laid, bro? You're 42.
I'm making up for lost time.
Listen, this hair is not gonna last long.
The 20s were pretty dry, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
You're such a
Because I was at the
handsome guy.
computer the whole time, and I realized like I need to be outside. You know, there's that Jewish subliminal.
That's why I like
voice.
you, baby. That's right.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta do the test.
It's the best. Not argument. What do you call it? The best advice I've been given in comedy is perform every day, write every day.
Yeah, writing. I feel like I need to do more for sure. Like I noticed that, and you just need to leave the house. Like you leave the house, you go on the metro, something annoys you, and all of a sudden you have something to work with. Like. Doing it from experience really helps, and forcing yourself to write on the way to an open mic, I found was even better for coming up with a new joke.
Okay.
Like you're like, oh, I can't go to this open mic with the same bits, so then you'll just come up with even something small, like even a premise, just to seed it.
Everybody
and then
has
you get a little bit of something out of that.
Everybody has a technique. To find a way to write.
Yeah, sure.
If this worked for you, by all means, do it.
What's your thing?
I work on a point system.
Okay.
I've been talking about my point system.
A
point system.
Okay.
I have a point system that I developed over the years of loserism. I had to rebuild.
It's a philosophy. It's a way of life.
It's so freeing. So what I do is that I have a paper.
Right.
Gabe, I think you should make a short about this. So here's my point system, and I think everybody should find his own point system. You get a paper, squared papers, and then you write, for example, in a month. This month at 31 days.
We almost do this for brainstorming and marketing.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's very similar.
So I have 31 days, and then I have a list of, I don't know, maybe 30 tasks.
Okay.
And what I do is that out of these 30 tasks, my goal is to get 15 points a day. And these are all that are beneficial for comedy and
joke writing,
like I'm going forward in life. Go to sleep early, stop eating at midnight, perform, write, post, push-ups, chin-ups, go for a walk.
Okay.
See my girlfriend, see my friend. Sorry?
I'm joking. I'm like, this is disturbing to me.
It is.
Go to sleep at a good time.
This is my cult.
Yeah.
And I want people to join. It works so well. But I tried to give it to my girlfriend. I'm like, oh, you should start a point system. It didn't work on her. And I believe it's because she's an employee. She just have a regular job. So she's not thriving to like open her own business or become an artist.
Right.
So if you don't have a aim,
It's interesting.
then you can't really define your points well. I think it's very important to define. Everybody has different sets
Huh.
of points, but you should focus. Like for me, it's my art
Yes.
and my well-being.
Okay.
So it's a mix of both. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So one of my points is writing. So I have to write for 30 minutes every day.
I've thought about this, like for all the things that I do and put energy towards,
Yeah.
to kind of actually have some sort of almost formula for how much time I put in
Yeah.
per day or per
Yeah.
week or whatever, and make sure I'm sort of ticking that off in
Yeah.
a way.
Just the ticking
Yeah.
becomes the dopamine. Like you simply, because it's so easy to
Yeah.
get dopamine from everything.
Yeah.
There's everywhere. So what was it? I forgot.
Point system.
Yes, point system.
It's not such a good short anymore.
No, we just lost it. Gabe, delete the whole podcast. No, it's not just point system. Also to help me write. Let's say I have nothing to write about.
Yeah.
I have an app that is a random word generator.
Okay.
And it just generates a word.
Right.
And then for 6 minutes, I speak
Force
out
yourself
loud.
to kind of.
And sometimes, or like I have a bit and I try
That's
to find a way
interesting.
to put that word in that bit.
Oh wow.
And sometimes just by putting that word in that bit, it creates a new sentence. It gives me a new
That's
direction.
interesting. And I mean, last time I saw you perform, not at my show, but when it was at your show, you did like crowd work on 3 people that were there, including the girl at the time.
Yeah.
And you went on for like 25 minutes.
I
or
do
something
that.
like that. That was impressive because like. You saw me when I hosted. Oh no, you weren't there yet. I started the show. I was like, "Hey guys, this is the show. Let's bring up our first act." You know, like I was just totally.
You were in a different hosting. It's
totally different beast.
Yeah.
Like that's why I got into it, was to learn it.
the fact that you're doing
And
it.
I'm
It's
coasting
fantastic.
a bit too hard on it right now. Like I need to put a bit more energy at the top.
On hosting.
It's like I start doing crowd work at the end of the show. I'm like,
Well, once you get
suddenly
loose-
I'm comfortable and I'm loose.
Yeah, but here's the thing, because
But I need to do it for everyone else.
You
right?
have to be
Like,
loose.
Yeah.
So that the crowd gets loose.
That's it, because I notice people are a bit tight at my show right now.
And
like-
also, you're like, oh, there's 6 people
Yeah.
in the crowd. Like, no, you gotta, hey, what's
Yeah.
your name? Where are you from?
Because 6 sounds like 12 if they're laughing, you know? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And also, I always say laughter is such a beautiful thing, is that if you're laughing and you hear other people laughing, whether it's 6 people or 6 million people.
Oh, yes. Yeah. 6 million, by the way.
I don't know why I brought that number. But it's just, it shortcuts your brain like,
I've literally
It's crazy.
caught myself doing that where like I laugh because the room is laughing and I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, I wasn't actually listening, but
That's
I
beautiful.
felt
That keeps the laughter going.
I felt the hilarity of it.
Yeah,
or
and sometimes you
something.
say something that makes you laugh that you never
Yeah.
said before.
Yeah.
You'll see some comedians, they'll laugh at a joke that they've done before.
Yes.
Which I do it sometimes myself, which is a bit like, because I did it.
Yeah.
Like,
You
what
mean your
happened-
own joke? Like
Yeah.
if you're performing?
Yeah,
it?
like
That's interesting. Yeah.
once I did a joke that was so silly,
Yeah.
it made me laugh. And now I include it on stage, but I still laugh.
Oh, it's
'cause
like
I'm-
it's like a slated laugh now.
It's not, is that the word?
Like you're it's part of the performance.
it's part
in
of
a
the
way?
performance,
Yeah, yeah,
and I
yeah.
feel icky, but in the sense that it
It
still
adds
makes me
punctuation
laugh.
and it also adds
Yeah.
punctuation
It
for
adds
the
a-
audience.
it adds part of the
Yeah,
rhythm.
Yeah. I
So
see
you're like,
that.
but that's okay. Again,
That's
listen,
good.
your goal is to become a headliner, I assume.
I mean, the goal was kind of like any other artistic practice, was kind of like a hobby and see where it goes.
Really?
Yeah, because
Oh, I didn't have that at all.
no, it seems like a lot of people I've met in the comedy scene have this intention of becoming a great comedian, whereas I think I'm maybe a bit over humbled by previous failures. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is my 3rd art form to fail at.
Yeah.
Let's go, you know.
Okay.
But at the same time, I didn't think I would last this long.
Oh.
And I didn't think I'd start doing a show and stuff like that. So I'm at the point now where I'm like, okay, I have to crack my code, which is how do I actually become a comedian who's comfortable with his performance? Because right now it's still like masquerading, you know what I mean?
It's
Like-
always going to feel like
I mean, that's true. Louis C.K. seems to claim that too, right? Like, you know,
He's my
like,
prophet, peace be upon him.
millions of dollars, you know, but he still gets this energy that he doesn't believe in himself.
Who are
you know?
your prophets? Who are your heroes?
I don't have any specific ones, but I think comedy in general, like I've been influenced, you know, because I'm 92 years old. I grew up in the 90s and all that. So I'm definitely influenced by that era of Saturday Night Live, the comedians, sitcoms. I'd even say I gravitate more towards like television comedy than actual
Interesting.
stand-up, but stand-up did catch me on the other side. Obviously, Louis C.K. You know, Bill Burr, fine, but like at the same time, very like caustic and annoying at this time for me. Like
You got to stop using really fancy words.
Hey man,
All right. I don't know. Have a caustic.
Like jarring, upsetting. And
That's
loud
what
and
the hell's
annoying.
jarring? What is a jar?
Aren't
What
you a
is
rocket scientist?
aerospace engineer?
Yeah,
I know
it's a
numbers,
different-
buddy.
yeah,
I used
yeah.
to be.
Numbers,
I
not letters. Yeah.
I quit that job long ago. I see what you. That's good.
Yeah.
Here's what I like about stand-up comedy, and I saw it in my friends as well.
Sure.
It's one of the forms where you can be truly yourself in front of a crowd.
Which I do nothing of the sort so far.
No, of course. No.
You'll
get there.
Oh, if I hope.
And it will guide you to wherever you want to end up. If you're telling,
Yeah.
I've always liked like a TV comedy,
Right.
stand-up will naturally, because it's just you. You don't have to stick to. There's no canvas.
Yeah.
The stage is your canvas, so
But a lot
it will
more
just guide you to where
bravery.
you want to be.
Like what I see, like let's say Arthur Sim Jr. or certain people who can really embrace like a silence. Like
Yeah.
I'll do a joke or set up a premise, and I already feel like I'm losing people, that I lose hope in myself. You know, you got to get really tough with stand-up comedy. Whereas if you're a writer for television or other things like that,
Yeah.
you can kind of hide behind the process, you
Yeah.
know, and be funny in that way. But at the same time, I've enjoyed just making people laugh in social situations, you know, like I go to work events and I'm just like killing. I'm probably not. They're probably like, well, this guy shut up. But in my head, I'm
Yeah.
killing, you know, and I want to do the same on stage where I feel like people really get that about me. Like
Hosting will allow you to do
yeah,
that.
I just think.
Hosting, because you barely hosted.
Yeah, yeah,
All right,
it's-
here's your first act.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, hey, let's give my hand, right?
But
It's
once
like-
you're like, but then then maybe you should find this. When I was young,
It's the
everything
crowd
you're
work,
going
too.
through is totally normal,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it's healthy.
And we're only 2 years in.
When I was a
right?
young
So,
boy,
Yeah.
when I was a young warhog, I used to work in a grocery store,
Okay.
selling nuts in a Persian grocery store.
Okay.
And that was my first contact with the public, because people would come and be like, "Hey, what
Sure.
nuts would you want?"
Yeah.
And that was so good.
Yeah.
It's my favorite job I've ever had.
Oh, really?
Is selling nuts, because I get to eat nuts. I love nuts, and I get to sell nuts. I got to talk to people and make them laugh. And sometimes I would bomb after an open mic, and I would go home and be like, "Oh, how can I? Like, it's a good joke. Why am I?" And then I'm like, "Oh, maybe I should sell it, like I sell nuts, like with the same
Interesting.
energy and the same bravado kind of deal."
That's
So
interesting.
that was for me. For you, maybe it's like you have to imagine, I'm at a work event,
Yeah.
and these are people that I want to connect with.
Yeah, there's like a nervous energy that you try and harness to kind of get people on board with you. I actually found I improved slightly when I started barking a bit, because barking
lot.
was like really like a lot to ask for me, right? And I remember, just it's such a weird thing to be doing at this age, especially starting so
Let's
late.
explain to people who don't know
Yeah,
comedy.
barking is like asking people to come to your comedy show
Yeah.
and be like, "Hey, you guys want to come to a comedy show? It's
You-
free.
you stand
Please
out-
come."
Yeah, you stand outside.
Yeah,
I used to do it when we had shows at McKibben's.
it's like
Not McKibben,
literally
McLean's.
busking, basically.
Yeah, you're like the doorman of a strip club.
Yeah.
Hey, naked girls,
Yeah.
get going, get your naked girls, and
Yeah.
you're standing, and you have like half a second to make the guy laugh,
Yeah, and
to get him to come.
and being able to pick up on certain cues where you could actually exploit to get someone's attention, knowing who's a better mark than others, started to help with understanding when to find those moments
Yeah,
on stage.
yeah.
But there was also, it would teach you where you really suck. Like there was things like I'd be like, of course this person's going to run away from me because like look at the way I'm approaching them.
Yeah.
And so I felt that helped incrementally get me to sort of open up a bit on stage. And then with hosting, the same thing happened where maybe I'm not doing great with off the top material, but I'm getting more comfortable with just being off the cuff in my performances.
That's
Because
good.
before I was so scripted, I'm still pretty scripted,
Yeah.
I'd say. But I was so scripted before, where the beats were the same every time,
And that's okay.
But other comedians could hear it, right?
But who cares about other
it's
comedians?
and then
You have to
they
understand,
let you know.
Every comedian hates every other comedian.
Yeah,
Especially
no,
the
I
first
love them all, man.
4 or 5 years.
I love them all.
I don't
like-
agree with you. I think you're lying. Stop lying.
Not even politically, like from it's
I love comedy. I have a whole joke
It's
about
very enjoyable to kind
Yeah.
of like. I actually joined comedy in part to
Enjoy
enjoy
the comedian.
being in the middle of it.
I always say
like,
comedians, they're full of wisdom, but they're
Yeah.
still,
Yeah.
that's their charm.
Yeah.
Comedians are very, especially at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
They're so busy hating themselves.
Yeah.
They just hate everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just hate, just like,
Yeah.
So you can't worry that other comedians, they've heard these jokes before.
Yes, I noticed.
They won't
that.
put money
Yeah.
in your pocket. It's the audience. The audience deserve a good product.
Plus, I remember a time where I did a joke I've been doing for a while, and someone's like, "Oh man, that's so funny." And it's like I've only been telling that joke for 8 months, and it was the first time like a comic who's seen me numerous times
Here we go.
actually heard it. So sometimes it's just like success through repetition, you
Yes.
know? Like
yes. Also, when you repeat a joke,
Yeah.
you
trim your fat,
you trim
all
your
that kind of
fat.
stuff. Yeah.
Sometimes also you know like, oh, this is a small crowd, so I can't take long pauses.
Yeah.
If you're doing a big crowd, let's say you go to
Yeah,
Ottawa.
statistically, you have more of a chance
Yeah.
to ride that.
Exactly.
That's true.
So you gotta you change your rhythm if it's a bigger crowd, if it's a
Yeah.
smaller crowd, if they have high energy, low energy. So yeah, you cannot
Yeah, you get more murmurs when it's a larger crowd.
you
larger.
cannot listen to comedians.
Yeah.
Like you gotta
I've learned
forget that,
that.
there's comedians
I've learned that.
off stage because, as I said,
I'm not even listening to you right now.
that's you shouldn't. This whole podcast, guys, close this podcast. No, you gotta focus
right
on
after
the
our
crowd.
sponsor, though.
I wish I need a sponsor. You want to sponsor this podcast?
Yeah, we'll get one of the brands from work to sponsor this.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
By the way, you probably know how to get grants.
I have no idea because I don't know how to write on paper.
Because I need a grant for this one.
Yeah.
If you do grants, please slide in my DMs.
Yeah, I think
and help me
Abby
out.
knows how.
Yeah, I should speak with Abby.
Yeah.
Every year I'm like, Abby, we should do it, and then I forget. I'm like, Abby, we
So,
should.
yeah, I'm the
And then we
same
should-
way. Anything that's like paperwork oriented,
Oh,
I don't want
can't.
to do it.
I can't.
I don't want to do it. And then like I had to get my Medicare card because I had to
Yeah.
get a package. It wasn't even because I was sick.
Yeah.
And I finally went and did it, and it took 2 seconds. And I thought it was this big thing.
You have to
you know?
prove why, like, I
Right.
deserve.
Same thing with
it.
why I didn't ever get a license because
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, you should get a. You're 42.
Well, I have a learner's permit, ladies.
Yeah,
I
he
can
can-
drive if you have a license.
He
you
knows
know?
of the existence of the cheese spot. He doesn't know how to get there.
Yeah, I'll get there. It's a long trip. Got a GPS for that GPS, right?
Hey!
Hey, we're here all night. We're not. It's only 45 minutes, but where were we going with that?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
About paperwork, about grants.
Oh, yeah, paperwork.
No, as I said,
yeah.
you're doing it. In my opinion, you're doing it the right way, but it's the old school way.
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you have to learn how to produce.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to bark.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to host.
Yeah.
And you have to write.
Yep.
And that will make you a completely formed. Like
Sure.
once you start doing 20 minutes, you'll know how to handle a heckler.
Yeah.
You'll know how to handle
Without coming off as like butt hurts. 'cause
exactly
that-
or angry.
Yeah.
The worst thing
They
you can
don't like
be.
it.
Oh
yeah.
my
The
God.
rest of the audience doesn't like it. Like,
You're like,
when you're
dude,
vengeful.
it's a comedy show. Why are you angry?
Yeah.
Even if the guy is in the wrong,
Yeah.
you have to always keep your cool.
Yeah.
I've lost it myself a
Yeah.
couple of times. So I'm like, ooh.
You could have like a glass bottle to your neck, and if you react to him the wrong way,
Yeah.
the crowd won't be
The
on your
crowd is like,
side.
"Hey,
They'll
man."
be like, "Hey, man, just let him cut you."
Let's like no, but deal with it in a comedy way, in a comedic way. Your job is to be funny. Dude, I saw a video once. There's a guitar. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's like a famous video where it's a comedian.
Sure.
And he's playing the guitar, and someone comes to the stage, and he gets angry, and he takes the guitar, and he hits the audience member, and the crowd's like, Jesus! Ah! And I'm like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah, you
I
get
get it.
pushed.
The guy
there.
is
You
in town somewhere. You know, he has a nagging wife. I don't know. I'm so full of anger, and then he hits the
It
guy.
happened to me only once, not at that severity, but like
Yeah.
just once where like I was at like a that will remain unnamed, not the Peel Pub, and it was like there was like just nobody there, but the two people that were there got distracted by other comedians, and it just led to my set collapsing. And I remember just actually the only time I ever done it, like cutting my set short and like walking off, but visibly showing like comedian angst, and I never felt so like oof tacky,
Yeah.
you know. And I'm so glad that I did that in that moment then,
It's good. Get
and
it out
not
of your
in a more
system.
serious
Yeah.
situation that
Yeah.
would have made me look worse. And even then, and I remember Peter Bowen gave me like this crazy pep talk afterwards. You know,
He's the best.
like hey, these things happen. You know, I wish I could do his impression
You did
better.
pretty well.
but-
That's a pretty-
And he's like, you know.
That's a fantastic.
And
Peter Bowen.
he had it really helped because I
he's-
realized like, oh yeah,
it
like,
is what it is.
Especially watching guys like you or him or anyone who's been doing it like for some
Yeah.
time now, you know, you start to realize like if you're not thick enough to handle that, just stop now.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
100%.
save everybody the
That's why
pain.
your
You know?
acceptance of the loserism.
Yeah, it still catches up to you like on a weekly basis though, where you're kind of like, and then you have your moments where you have.
Yeah, but then you remember, you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a loser.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
so.
I'm not trying to be cool.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a comedian trying to be cool.
Yeah, and then you try and brush it off when people think it's cool too, right? So
Ugh.
someone will be like, "Oh, you're a comedian." You're like, "Nah, you don't understand, kid."
I've seen things.
Yeah, I've seen things that you don't want to see, you know. And it's like,
No, you don't wanna be-
That's too pretentious too, you
And
know.
if you plan, if it helps you get laid,
it
then yeah,
is
you can go,
never.
yeah, I'm a comedian.
It is
whatever, man."
never.
Whatever, bro.
It's helped me carry on long textings back and forth.
Sorry?
Long textings back and forth.
Oh.
That's about it.
Have you gotten laid by being a comedian yet?
In what sense?
And it says like a girl saw you on stage.
No one who's seen me on stage and been like, I am going to.
Not yet.
Not because of my comedy. No, but because I've been a comedian, perhaps. But not because, oh, you're a comedian, that's so awesome. Just because by proxy it leads you to situations in the world, right?
Okay. So you haven't had the experience where you do well on stage.
No Chuck.
Get off on stage and the girl's like, hey, man.
No, there was this one time and I regret it deeply. 2 times, actually. 3 times.
Oh, my God.
and every time, I acted like an incel idiot. It's true.
Oh, please share.
So one time it was a couple, and they were like buying me drinks after, and they were becoming more and more like, and I realized that, it was probably like kind of, they wanted like a third.
Okay.
You know? And I wasn't. I can't.
Well, that doesn't make you an incel.
No.
You don't
What's
want
the
dick
word I'm
in your
looking for?
face.
It's like
are you sorry? Are you bi or something?
No.
You like what do you like?
I like the ladies.
You like ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's okay.
I like the ladies.
I like the ladies.
What year is this?
It's better weird. I like ladies.
No, but I don't think I'd be. I don't. Even if it was 2 women, I'd be like,
really
disappoint 2 people at once. I don't know about that, But
yes.
But there was that time. There was another time. It was a woman who was like very drunk, and I felt like I don't know what the actual rules are. Like I have to check the handbook. And then
you're 42. You should know.
No, but like in the comedy.
Was he a comedian?
No, it was just a woman who watched the show.
Okay, and
she was being a very catty audience member. And then I noticed that it was just whoever would be in the right position for her that night. So I let like another comic take over. It was like, where you have to just wait 3 hours it's going to take or whatever. And I was just like, I'm just going to let this guy.
That's wisdom.
Yeah.
It's good that you started comedy late because there's pitfalls.
Not late enough. Not late enough because I still made idiot mistakes. So.
Okay, what about the third time? So that was 2.
And then the third time was another one who was like absolutely crazy. And she kept talking about her boyfriend. Okay. But it was like, you didn't actually need to worry about that boyfriend, but she was just crazy, which has never stopped me before, people. But again, I'm getting wiser in my years.
That's
so,
good.
Yeah.
Listen, slip a little bit. It's okay.
I gotta slip again.
Don't date, as they say. Don't date comedians. Take it from me. That's a big thing. Don't date comedians. Don't wait waitresses or have sex with waitresses.
Okay.
Because
you're just cutting out half of my options, man. Like.
Yeah. It's okay, but you still have another half, which is pretty big.
Yeah.
And
wait, what's the other half?
Humans.
Humans in general.
Humans.
Yes,
just comedians and waitresses. Yeah, because you don't want to have sex with a waitress and then see her again.
Well, it would be especially bad because both of them were my sister at the Peel Pub.
Nice, nice. Guys, check. No, they don't work there anymore. Go check out the
Peel Pub. No, they're not the Burgundy Lion. They weren't Burgundy Lion stock. So.
Okay, so this is how you got into Peel Pub through your sisters.
Yeah. Oh, you think I earned that? That's nepotism.
No, you worked hard.
No,
it's always nepotism.
The place was like a husk, and the owner was running it into the ground.
Yeah.
And my sisters were working there, and I saw it as an opportunity to help them because I was like, hey, I need a place to just hole up some comedians, some lost comedians, and you guys could use some beer tip money, right? So it ended up working quite perfectly for a while, and it was actually starting to kind of grow, and then we started to realize that the phone was getting cut and all this other stuff was happening, and it was basically on its last legs. He didn't get the terrace permit for the Grand Prix week, and we knew then and there that, we got weeks at best here, and then one morning they got the call and it was done,
Man, but that's bars are so good for shitty
They're
open
the
mics.
best. They're the best. Tipsy Cow was crazy for a while.
Did it a couple of times. That was fun. In my days, it was McKibben's.
McKibben's used to be crappy.
Not McKibben's. McLean's. Sorry.
McLean's. Yeah.
McLean's second floor.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We used to go outside and bark.
Yeah.
It was like Sunday church. It was like.
It was very popular. Apparently.
Oh my God! It was every Sunday.
Yeah.
You'd go there. I think it was like 9:30, 10 p.m. Get the crowd, make them laugh. Do your best.
It's so interesting hearing about like those, because you guys actually went through that pandemic era where like the thing you were starting to enjoy got ruined.
Yeah.
Like yes, all life as we knew it at the time got ruined, but I got to only watch the bounce back cycle. And it's been kind of very fun.
That was even before COVID.
Oh,
like,
really?
I've been doing this for about 10 years now.
10 years now, wow.
And so here's the thing.
Wow.
At the beginning,
at the beginning of time.
I'll be 52
when I start
if I do 10. That's crazy.
Yeah, get ready, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Get ready. Well, I think you're smarter than me, and
Rocket science.
like it took me years to like. Okay, no, I need to produce. I need to work on the marketing. I never cared about the marketing because I didn't trust the product. But now I trust the product, so I don't mind heavily marketing.
The space is different though now because marketing is literally ubiquitous now because of the way social media is grips in everybody. Whereas I think 10 years ago there was still that thing where there were outliers. Like even I was a bit of a social media outlier back then, where I was like, nah, I won't partake.
Well, I didn't have social media until I started comedy.
It's like literally like a suppository now. Like everybody's got one in them, you know. And
it's so important. I sell all my tickets via social media.
That's interesting.
Now, like you see shows, I would say I just have to get them in the door. My show here, I would say 95% of Montreal customers are repeat clients.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just have to get them in once, and then once they're in once,
oh, that's cool.
they're just coming back.
Wow.
You know,
No,
I trust the product.
I've had one ticket sale so far. It's all been physical accosting or
That's okay. It's for the open mic for the product.
Yeah.
You're selling.
But it's not really an open mic.
You have like an insect on your. I just wanna. Here we go.
Not the camera.
No, listen.
I just killed it on camera.
The vegans.
I love animals.
It is an open mic with featuring comedians.
Yes.
So,
and I wanted to preserve that because
it's an experience. You have to go there.
Yeah.
You have to experience it because you get to see people who just started.
Yeah. I like
doing
the mix.
3 minutes.
I like the mix.
And people who I've been doing it for 10 years.
We had
doing
Jay
like
Durena there the
Jay
other
Durena,
night.
a guy with 1 million subscribers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dropping in to do.
He's been grinding like crazy. It's awesome.
I know.
Like,
He's doing it tonight. He's on the show tonight. Yeah. So it's a fun little experience.
Yeah.
And you get to see how people deal with energies as well.
Yeah.
You have to go silly right off the top, get the energy up.
You need something to disarm people. You need someone to disarm people.
But that's going to be in your pocket.
Yeah,
you
that's something I got to really work on.
You got to have to. Or you could do, if you want to see what it looks like, get a guest host.
I've thought about that, but that is the primary goal. And I see Ben do it. I've seen you do it.
Okay,
you know,
perfect.
like
So
you guys.
The goal is just
to
get
take lessons out of those books.
Get the energy up. Seating is important. I would say.
Yeah, placing people, forcing them a bit closer.
Put them a bit closer because if they're in the back, it's so hard to.
Yeah, or when they flank, people tend to flank and then they split you. So like you're like.
I always ask them, guys, can you?
Like you got to pull them together.
And usually people, they're like, all right, fine, you know.
Unless you do it in a way, which like.
Well, you learn how to not do it in a dick way. Also, I know your show is free. That's another reason to go. I think you should charge.
We're talking about that. It's such a long conversation in terms of why you should and why you shouldn't. Some of it
it's
is
not
like,
good. It's not good. Trust me. Because
Ben says the same thing. You know,
how can I say this? I've heard Gad Elmaleh say it.
Okay.
On stage. He says, you guys paid $30, so you're going to laugh for $30.
Yeah.
If you paid $60 for the same show, you're going to laugh harder because you paid $60 for a ticket. So you have to charge a little just for people to respect the show.
And there's a bit of a chicken before the egg thing, too, because are people not buying tickets because it's $5 or are people not laughing, right? Because it's like I bring people in, like, first of all, bringing your own people in is the worst, right?
Oh, you have to do it.
You got to come work people. You got to, and you bring them, and then they're just like, this is what you're doing all night? You know what I mean? Or I brought childhood friends, you know, I brought all kinds of things.
You have to.
And I find the social media pull hasn't been great yet. Like
the name is out there. You gotta keep
people talk about the memes. People are like, haha, that's so funny.
Every time I see your dumb face, dummy.
That's the point.
I like it.
That's what she said.
Go ahead, kids. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. Get the name out there. You just you want people to know that, hey, it's Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's not, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I fucking remember Eric has let's go check out that. So you want to continuously be in people's minds.
I think I wanted the open mic for that too, though, because there's the risks. I want different blends of comedians overlapping who might not always encounter each other.
Yeah.
Like that was the other goal, because sometimes you're just not going to have a room, you know. So then there's the open mic factor to kind of keep that propped up a little bit. But I agree that I want to charge. I want to find a better way to sort of get that going. But I think the pub is still auditing the way the situation is going to work, and I think they actually want to put some more effort into it with me.
That's nice.
But summer is summer.
I mean, this is a lot of tech talk.
We got two biz talk.
But in the sense that do you have a poster that is on location all the time?
Yeah, we got one right in front of the bathroom.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Keep one in the
great
girls'
place.
bathroom, the
Yeah,
guys' bathroom.
Yeah.
I tried to put
There's
it
a little
like
camera pinhole in the character's eye.
yeah. In the sense that even with a QR code,
Yeah,
reserve
for sure.
reserve your free seating.
Yeah, but I have that, and the data shows no interaction whatsoever.
Is it a nice poster? Does it?
Yeah, it's a nice poster.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's but I think too. I think I got to go more generic. Actually, it's using that character I've been leveraging.
Yeah,
for
that's
some
okay.
time. I think it's time.
Does
to
it
start
say
leveraging faces
Burgundy
and-
Lion Comedy
yeah,
Night?
Burgundy Lion Comedy Nights.
Anybody
you know?
scanning the?
Nobody's scanning. Well, I don't know if they're scanning because I'm not tracking that. But you
Ah.
turned this into my job, man. But I know because the Eventbrite's not really picking up.
Do you see if
So
because you can
most of
click-
it's through social so
Yeah?
far as well. Yeah.
Do you have more than one Eventbrite just to see where the sales are coming? or the click-
You can track that all in there anyways,
Yeah?
right? Yeah, even if you're running I see what you're saying.
Because I have like 3, 4 for
Right.
for the same event.
Right.
I like to keep like 3, 4 Eventbrite because I have one for
Oh,
Instagram,
interesting,
one for the
interesting.
QR code,
Yeah.
one for the actual poster,
Yeah.
one for Facebook,
Yeah.
one for Facebook groups,
Yeah.
one for my Instagram account.
Okay.
So just to see like, okay, which one, if I want to
Yeah.
throw money,
It should be pretty easy to track all the times my mom clicks. So.
God bless our moms
Yeah,
who
man.
like all our posts. Like-
she wrote some cute ones sometimes. And
Yeah?
you're just like, oh man, do I hide this? Because I look like a dork.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, that makes me look relatable.
Yeah.
You know, like
My mom, I'm a 42-year-old man and my mom loves me.
she's like, looks like fun. I think one time
That's
she wrote, hope you're having a nice time.
Aw.
I know, it's so sweet. It's
And
so
then you're on
sweet.
stage going, the Jews!
yeah.
That
I had some
job.
terrible, like, fictitious jokes about my mom too that
Yeah?
I'm trying not to do as much anymore.
Why?
Because I don't like the fiction jokes as much. Like I still
Oh,
have a few of them.
Buddy,
but-
listen, are you getting laughs with them?
yeah.
Then keep them.
I know. It's like I'm literally killing jokes my only jokes that get a partial laugh, or a guffaw. Like,
Listen, right now, just get laughs.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
you're working on your own
Yeah,
thing,
my posture is horrible. Here.
but your goal is to also get booked on bigger shows.
yeah,
And you need people who's like, oh, he's getting laughs.
it's,
Yeah, of course. I have a bunch of jokes that are like, you bend the truth a little, you
Yeah.
stretch it.
Yeah,
you lie.
misdirections, all
It's
that kind
okay.
of stuff.
It's
for
a
sure.
joke.
Yeah.
What's the expression? Never trust anyone with a mic.
Right.
Never trust anyone
Right.
with a mic.
He's still asking me to trust him right now. with his
Assume
advice.
everything I say on stage is a lie, or like a bending. Of course, sometimes I'll take like a story with one girlfriend,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
another
yeah.
girlfriend,
no,
and it's just
in TV writing they call that composite characters, where they
I
basically
composite the hell
they
out
bring
of.
them all together so they
Yeah.
can create as just one concentrated character.
Yeah,
'cause
and then you have
you
like,
don't need to explain to the audience. Oh no, it's the one before. You know,
Okay,
it's
like this. Sometimes
it's
I see
like-
comedians going, no, but like I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no one cares.
I do that too. Sometimes I did that the other night, and I was like, "What am I?
You're not.
Nobody,
You're like, oh,
no,
speak truth
they
to
need
power.
to know this detail, and then you realize no, they literally just need one quick premise setup, and then the
They need a
punchline
setup
for
and a
it.
punchline.
Yeah. It's like,
Be
but-
interesting.
But some of the better acts are like the ones who are more established have these ridiculously long setups. I noticed, but they have the presence that allows them to hold you.
They have the presence.
it's-
Also, if
it's
you're doing longer
interesting.
sets,
Yeah.
you can have a minute, like a
Yeah.
long ass setup,
Yeah.
because you know the punchline is worth it.
Yeah.
If you're doing 5
Yeah.
minutes, it should be.
Yeah, yeah. You need a bit of a memory for that too, though. That's the other thing. Is like
Oh,
my
you-
memory game is
You
like
said that's why you do it on stage and you repeat and repeat.
yeah, looking at the phone. I can't even look at the phone because my vision sucks.
Yeah, you
so
can't.
It's like
You're not- no,
You
don't
put
look
the
at the
phone
phone.
on the stool and you're just like.
You're
what am I
doing
looking
5
at?
minutes. I hate. Oh.
Hey,
Okay, let's stop.
seven. I've
Pet peeves.
upgraded to 7 minutes. You
Pet
know,
peeves,
like-
okay? If you're doing, dude,
Yeah.
I'm doing 45 an hour and
Oh
I'm
my
not looking at
God,
my phone.
That's crazy.
It kills the momentum
Yeah,
of the set.
yeah.
I hate when comedians
Yeah,
look at
I
their
know.
phones
I know.
or on their notes.
Or even if you're holding it, because I did that for a while where I held it as a crutch.
Yeah, of course.
And then I'm not handling my mic properly and
Oh.
stuff. Like,
And the second you do this, you lose
Yeah.
trust of the audience.
no, it's.
I used to when I was young, I would say your age. When I was your age,
when I was young.
I used to write on my hand. I would have like
Yeah, yeah.
Jews,
But then you
jizz,
got
9/11.
people like Samsung.
Sam-
Samson.
Samsung, who still does it.
No, but he'll do it with the paper, and it's almost like a prop for the
That's fine.
character that
Yeah,
he does.
That's
like,
fine.
actually
I pull
enjoy
out
that.
my book as a prop.
Yeah.
Everything I do on stage is
Yeah.
for the, not like, oh, what else? I hate that.
Yeah,
You're
what
doing
else?
7 minutes. You're talking for 7 minutes on
That's a
stage.
good, like, for comedians joke. Like, you come on and say, hey, guys, it's so good to be here. What else?
That's a great, exact. That's
What
very
else?
meta. You know, that's very.
Yeah,
it's
the
very-
comics in the back who aren't listening to you will
Isn't
love
it
it.
sucks that Facebook stole meta?
You
You can't use meta without
That's
thinking
why
about
they did
Facebook.
it, man. That's why they did it.
It's meta, man. Like, whatever.
It's so bad. And not to mention, that's where everything happens anyways, right? All our conversations are on there. All our group chats are on there for the shows. You're doing media spends on there. It's
Do you have ads? Do you use ads?
I've tried it, but from what I read, especially when you're not really prepared for it, you're just putting yourself in a box where they now see that you're willing to spend, and they'll punish you after. They'll kind of turn the tap off on you once you've started spending.
Oh, you think?
And then it
it's,
kind of resets incrementally. It's a bit conspiracy sounding, but like there is some truth to that. That once they see that you've been willing to get the leg up,
Yeah.
and if you pull that back again, they're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, we're gonna make it a little bit harder for you for
I've
a little
heard-
while. And they hope that it'll induce a spend again, basically. But also, when you're targeting comedy lovers and stuff like that, it's basically they're just serving ads to you and the other comics anyway.
That's okay.
But you know, I don't need Claudio to know I have a show. He knows. He knows.
But there's a big. No, I think you'd be surprised. I think if I were you.
I'm kind of writing it off.
Yeah,
in a,
just because I use it for the road, for Montreal.
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
you know,
Yeah.
but for the road, it helps me a lot.
Yeah.
I attack both
But
sides.
your reach too is a bit different. Like my pool is probably so 1 degree of separation from me still that it doesn't really understand what I'm really about yet. Whereas you've been doing it over time, you got a slightly larger audience, I assume. I think it, and because you're traveling and stuff too, it's you're connecting with more accounts, which changes your spider web basically. Because mine is basically like, oh yeah, this guy is local scene.
You're not promoting yourself. You're
Yeah.
promoting your show,
yeah,
which is much easier than
Yeah.
promoting yourself.
And nothing more comprehensive than promoting the Burgundy Lion show from a Peel Pub comedy account, right, guys? Like, I gotta change that name
you
at some point. Yeah.
Or you can make it. Or
Well,
again, everything could be a setup. Like this could be the setup.
Yeah.
Like you can make a video. Hi.
Yeah.
I know you're, but it's
Yeah.
not. Like
Yeah,
it could
it's
be like
like-
a funny video with a click.
Yeah, no, they thought so. The Burgundy Lion people, they thought so. They're like, it's funny that like we're just leveraging that name
Yeah.
now, because anyone who is local really knows about the Peel Pub,
Yeah.
you know. But also, you have to be a certain age too, and I don't know if that's our target.
I think
anymore.
if you make a funny video of you explaining and just put money on ads, like hi, I know it says, but it's not like the whole, and then like shots
Yeah,
of the room
yeah,
filled with people
yeah.
laughing.
I
Just
never
see how it goes.
I never thought with comedy I kind of wanted to keep it in the club.
Mhm.
I'm just picturing myself getting, hey guys, like
Come with
I know
me."
it's inevitable that some content will have to be made, but I've been avoiding that.
But
as
you use
much
your
as
face on
possible.
all the posters.
It's different. It's there's like some disassociation in just creating these silly memes. I think I've made a couple of reels once or twice for like stories only,
Yeah.
and like the dirty feeling. I'm very like
Yeah.
angsty, you know.
That's normal.
like-
That's normal. You're supposed to
Yeah.
feel this way, and you're not supposed to
But
go.
you gotta-
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
yeah.
yes.
Mm.
Oh, me.
Well, aren't you in a
me.
way though? Aren't you supposed to like?
Nah.
No, people
No.
love the self-loathing.
Listen,
Done just right, you know.
if people are like me, and you do them social media, it's not funny.
Yeah.
You're not. Self-hate is like you're watching yourself and seeing how stupid you are, and then you write jokes about it. You need this. There's no comedy about I'm a millionaire and life is good. No one's gonna laugh about that. It's like this is tough. This is hard. This doesn't work.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
annoys me. I don't like take. I'm like it's all.
Even
and everybody
shows,
relates.
Even shows about comedians are usually about the coming up. You know. What
Yeah,
I mean?
there's
Like
no
the
about like
Pete
life
Holmes
is great,
crashing.
yeah.
Other shows like that.
It's not
Even
the
Seinfeld,
best.
he's kind of a working comedian. You know.
Well, he's
like,
Seinfeld.
no, when during the show, like
yeah,
when the sitcom
Yeah,
was
yeah.
on.
I remember the sitcom. They didn't really delve too much about being him.
it was
being
more like a
comedian.
backdrop.
It
you
was
know?
like life. From
No,
what I
but
understood.
remember they get the show eventually. They get the chance to pilot on
Yeah,
NBC and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
So there's like a bit of a coming up factor.
Yeah, and then like
in
a
his
year
story.
later.
Yeah.
But it's never like, how can I say this? What I liked about Seinfeld, you never had a reason to like any of the characters.
No, you're
They
right.
were all garbage. But
Which
however,
is
Pete
actually
Holmes,
important too. Yeah.
Pete Holmes,
He's
you
lovable.
like him.
Yeah.
Like
you're
or-
rooting for him.
Or
in that show.
Mrs. Maisel,
I haven't watched that one actually.
It's another,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, no. You want to see her succeed.
Yes,
you're
right.
You're like, come on.
Yeah.
Seinfeld didn't have it's just like,
Yeah.
look at these terrible people,
Yeah. But I kind of like that too.
and they're
right?
funny. Oh yeah, it's a classic.
I want someone to nail like an open mic style show, really like unlikable comedians, but like also redeeming, like they have character arcs and stuff like that. Like,
Ah.
yeah.
Well, Eric, if there's anyone who can do it, it's you. I'm telling you, that's the beauty of stand-up.
I write notes.
You
I
take notes?
I got a diary.
Do you use ChatGPT at
Dear
all?
diary, last night I killed.
Yeah?
For joke writing, no.
No, not joke writing, but are you like as an assistant?
I used it a couple of times as a thought assistant, and I was disturbed at how much of a crutch it can become. Like, I used it once to figure out like what the right move was, like with a lady. Like, am I reading this wrong, ChatGPT? And ChatGPT's like, you're a fucking loser, you know? No,
like,
they
"Thank
would
you."
never say that about you. They're like, you're really onto something, and I was like. I ended up being right.
Can you Can you go in detail?
I won't go into detail about that, but it was like, hey, what do you think? What is the best play here?
Yeah.
And it actually was like, I still think I already knew all that, but it was like a validating process of being able to sort of say, and I've done that at work for like creative things where you say like, okay, let's just brainstorm ideas to trigger my own ideas, but I find it is very dangerous. Like if you do it for, let's say, joke writing or
joke writing,
even just you see how it is. You ever search something on Google and they're like, that is a common misconception that blah 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 that people think that, and you can feel the bias, like sort of the way it influences the algorithm and the way it disseminates information, like.
If you use it as a tool, I think it's okay. I'm a big fan of AI.
Just like Google searching and Wikipedia pages and all that. Like it's the same thing. It's basically just a really high quality search engine with a voice and character attached to it. But like algorithms with taste making and stuff, it's been shown that these algorithms actually impact what people start to like and how they start to think about things. And also like, I'm not going to judge the show until I read a review, let's say. And then that review sort of shapes your impression of the show that makes you, in some cases, unable to enjoy it naturally. So, like, or like in a music album, you'll be like, oh, what are the reviews saying? But the early reviews before it's out to the general public. Yeah. And that could actually impact your ability to critically think on your own.
How do you relate that to ChatGPT?
Because ChatGPT might provide opinions or thoughts that are dictated by these tech bros at the end of the day, that'll, over the course of time, as you continue to rely on it as your way of getting feedback on stuff, into influencing the way you think. It's like a subversive programming mechanism that ultimately will rewire our brains.
I feel lucky that I grew up thinking without ChatGPT.
Yes.
I see this could be when people who right away start to, like, you know, I did my university without ChatGPT. I remember times I didn't have a phone. So I think I'm at the perfect age where I can use it as a tool and only consider it as a tool.
But let's say you do it for 10 years, it'll still impact you. I like to think of the problems I have because I have a slight Reddit brain, for example. Having consumed content and reading comments on there for so many years, I'm able to guess without fail what like the snarky comments will be at the top of the thread before even jumping into the thread, not because I'm smart, but because I'm part of this language programmation that's happened, which is this sort of centralized communication pot, right? And then everyone's sort of speaking the same way. So it's both a cultural thing, but also creates like this homogeneous, homogeneity. That's way too big of a word for either. Yeah. No,
homogeneity?
Homogeneity, that.
Homogeneity,
that you want to be careful of that, like where people start to talk like Instagram and stuff like that, you know.
It's giving,
it's giving, and you hear people picking up on. They're not like that. Like those people weren't. I remember people from back in the day who were not those characters who become this sort of construction.
The brain is malleable.
So I'm afraid of allowing ChatGPT, even like a hangout in the comedy circles or with maybe with a certain girlfriend for a period of time, and even that will affect your
start
cadence.
Nagging. Hey, hey, this is
why are you always texting me? No,
242-year-old man talking about the ladies.
Very relatable. Gonna blow up on TikTok, but. You get what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Like it does sound like an old man.
I see
yelling
what you mean.
at
I
tech
see what you mean.
cloud, I love computers. I love them.
I'm at the point right now
Right.
where I'm like, ooh, this is like a fresh new thing.
Oh yeah, and I'm using
So
it.
I'm using it to create
Yeah.
posters. I'm using it. I'm like, hey, what's happening in Montreal
Yeah.
now? It's like, oh, you have Oshiaga. I'm like, oh, create. Then I
Yeah,
tell
I
it,
saw that. I saw that.
create
Yeah.
like Oshia, haha,
Yeah.
and like give me this background. Well, so it's just because I find now it's a market of ideas.
You're just-
Crafts is dying a little
Yeah.
because now
It'll
ChatGPT
come back though. It'll come back in a. So what you're describing is actually just being a director, right?
Yeah.
Like a director will understand the best way to get a result,
Yeah.
whether it's from a specific illustrator or just from ChatGPT or whatever. And you can be a person who directs through a series of tools to get an end result, whatever that is. But there is something to be said about someone who actually creates the craft, right? Because you end up in this circular loop where if this goes on for too long and no one still feeds it like the new things,
Yeah.
I forget there's a term for it, and I think it's been proven not
Of course,
fully
then
valid.
you're eating your own.
It
it's a
creates like
snake
a
that eats
garbage,
its own tail.
you know.
I-
And
I-
we're kind of there in a way
But here's-
already.
I use it only for marketing purposes.
Sure.
And no offense, but I don't. It's not an art form.
But it is.
It is.
It
But
is.
it's not. It's not a joke.
I have to defend it for work.
In a
I'm
sense, like,
contractually obligated to.
It's not a joke.
yeah.
My jokes come from pain and sorrow
Yeah,
and
yeah,
living life.
Yeah.
So these are mine.
Yeah.
They're my jokes. I don't.
Sure.
In the sense that, as long as ChatGPT doesn't mess with this,
Right.
I don't mind using it for posters, promotion, marketing, advertising. I'm like, no, I'm direct. I'm trying to sell tickets. I'm gonna use it
It's
to
not
sell
even
tickets.
an ethical thing because I'm actually for it as well.
Mhm.
Like I do think it's a tool just like anything else that you can deploy and utilize. But there's ways you can earn goodwill or extra attention by doing handcrafted now, right? So it's like. I
Well,
actually
this-
went out of my way specifically to hire a few illustrators after the fact, Jonathan
Yeah.
Morello and Miguel McKenna, specifically,
John Morello.
specifically because that unique style does
Yeah.
come from their own influence and upbringing and
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
And what happens again with the ubiquity is if everybody starts doing the same style, like right now the style is that thick cartoon style that a lot of the comedy posters are
Yeah.
doing, and it's like in every city and every town.
Yeah.
Eventually people form a blindness to it. So then people move on to the next thing.
And then you need something
right?
new.
So there's this always freshness thing that's required, and that's why I think we will have a return to craft, because if we want to keep the machine going, we got to keep feeding the machine.
Or
basically.
the machine will
This is the
develop.
funniest part in the podcast, by the way.
I didn't say this is a
No,
funny
no,
podcast.
yeah.
This is not a comedy
It's
podcast.
yeah,
It's a conversation podcast.
We just talked about comedy business
Yeah.
for 45 minutes.
Oh
but-
yeah, sorry about this, guys.
So
I hope you
sorry
guys
about
don't
that.
mind. How long have we
It's
been
8
recording?
o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock. Okay, we still have time. Or the machine by itself will start connecting two things and create something new.
Sure, yeah.
And that's what I'm hoping.
Again, I'm definitely not like a Luddite. Like
Yeah.
I have 5 computers in my house. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm like
One
I,
for jacking off.
Yeah, well, no, they're all for jacking.
They're all
off.
for
Shut
jacking
up.
off. Damn, it's 5 screens.
You know that like that scene in
One is just a
Minority Report.
webcam you looking
Just
at
like,
you.
I got one from behind, one in the front. No, but
I need to stare at my ass when I'm
it's
jacking
pretty-
off.
That would be pretty messed up. No, I actually have just a 3D model that I just spin around of myself. No, but I do love computers.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
electronic music. I hated like through the early 2000s having to fight against that the opinion people had back when people didn't like electronic music.
Yeah.
Now it's so ubiquitous, people just accept it.
Yeah.
But back in the 2000s, everyone's like, "What? People have to play their instruments." And now it's clear that you can compose some pretty cool stuff
Yeah.
with electronic music and some pretty terrible stuff. You know?
I bet that will be the first form of music coming out of AI.
Oh,
It's going to be electronic.
and actually, it's way beyond that now,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because you can AI generate any music. You can do rap songs. You can do
But,
anything.
but I'm assuming electronic is because it's electronic. It's like their language. It's
Yes,
the beeps
but
and boops
you
and
can
bops.
generate.
Yeah.
Oh, if the machines create it themselves,
Yeah.
they're like, I prefer jungle beats. You know?
Yeah, and then no, but in the sense that since it's just sounds,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming if I was AI, electronic music would be the first thing that I understand or have
what
a
am I
feel-
feeling like today?
and then I can create, I don't know, the root sandstorm, but
Oh yeah, you can create the
AI.
Rude Sandstorm done as like a Sarah McLachlan song if
That's
you want. Like
crazy.
it's really advanced now, and a lot of people songwriters are deploying it in their songwriting things. So like if they send a demo out I need a girl's voice, they can just hum through it.
Really?
And then change it to a woman's voice. It may not be the final thing they put into market, but it's a great way to sort of like convey the idea to maybe if they're working with Sabrina Carpenter or whatever, you know. It's really advanced. Like I've done silly memes, of course. All I do is memes, where I said, "Oh, write me a comedy song about the comedy scene in Montreal.
Really?
Here are some details."
See,
and
I
blah,
don't
blah,
use
blah.
it that way.
Like
I don't use it that way.
I haven't published those things
Okay.
because they're too esoteric, you know. But I've definitely made a
there's
group
no
chat or
such
two
thing.
laugh with those.
There's no
you
such
know,
thing
like-
as too esoteric. You make it, you post it.
yeah.
Enjoy it.
Well, that
Yeah.
was the other big thing, was before comedy and before everything, I gave the world nothing. And just, it's been so freeing just actually putting a few things
bet.
online. But it's just so funny to have resisted all this time. 10 years I've been resisting the internet. To now just start putting stuff online. It's like saying no to dancing. Like, come on, dance. You're like, no.
People are gonna
And on the
judge
ninth
me.
time you say okay, you look
Yeah.
crazy then at that point. Like, okay.
Better look crazy than look sad.
yeah.
Just be
But
crazy.
then, on the ninth time, you get up on the dance floor and they're like, "Oh, I see why you said no." 'cause
Yeah,
you
but then they
danced like a
stop caring.
loser."
You gotta keep doing it
like comedy, right?
till
Like
people
comedy.
like, oh, just go or die. You know, people
I
like,
thought about it. I thought about it.
That's what happened to me. People like, and then
Yeah.
slowly they disappear. They fade.
Yeah.
They're like
No one will
the
stick around
family
that
in
long.
Back to the Future where they just
Oh yeah.
become invisible, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're quitting comedy. oh, we're not friends anymore. So you never see me.
It's
You
been
just gotta
fun
keep-
watching over 2 years. Like, I don't find anyone's really quit, but like the shifts, you know, like the different circles and things that
Oh
happen.
yeah, circles
like,
will create. People will
like
stop
who's
talking.
going
Yeah.
where, and
You see,
it's-
people won't respect you
Yeah.
because you grind,
Yeah.
and they're like, no,
Yeah, no, I gotta
nah, I
grind,
gotta do
man.
the good show. I'm not gonna do up at mics,
I would love to do
Yeah.
good shows.
but they do only shows.
Yeah,
And the thing
you're
is,
not getting a lot
they're
of practice
never
like
gonna
that.
be funny.
Yeah, you're not getting a lot of practice like that. Like,
Sometimes they'll get like
Yeah.
they'll do good shows,
yeah.
and they'll just do good shows, and then dude, they'll get just for laughs.
Oh yeah.
People have
Yeah.
gotten just for laughs. I'm like, if there's a bad crowd,
Oh man.
you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You're used to going
Really?
on stage in front of a good crowd, just pressing play, la 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 la
Yeah.
la 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 la, laughter,
Yeah.
talk, laughter, la la la
Yeah.
la la la. What if the crowd is bad? What if you have a heckler? You have no idea. You just go, and I used to this.
Yeah, I've seen
And that's
people
not-
melt down a bit. I've also been up on a show where I thought it was amazing, and hearing comics after talking about that crowd was too easy or something, and I just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
let me enjoy this, you know. But it's like, and then I thought about it, I was like, oh, it's true. They were literally just laughing like.
Start doing Ottawa.
Yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to break into the Ottawa
Yeah.
scene. I just don't know what the right way to.
You gotta,
Yeah, please.
This has we've talked about comedy business.
It's because
way-
we've never spoken before.
No, we've never spoken before. We'll do it this podcast
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
We'll get to know your childhood
Yeah,
and
oh,
why
man.
you're
you
funny.
missed out on a lot. You missed out on a lot.
And why do you have 5 computers?
yeah.
I'm just imagining a webcam pointing to your ass while you jack off. Like, yes.
The thing is, there is one pointing
Oh!
to my ass, but it isn't used for that capacity. At all.
What other?
It's
So
just
many
kind
questions.
of there, like, because I have like a synth rack, like with synthesizers and everything on it.
Okay.
And I thought I was gonna use it to like record some jams.
Yeah.
And it never went that way. And then comedy kind of just took over my synth passion.
That's,
like,
I'm happy
yeah.
you're obsessed with a new art.
Yeah, and what I love about comedy is there's no overhead. You're not going to be buying, oh, this mic
No.
is like a fancy mic from. No, it's like you have your microphone,
That's it.
and that's about it.
A
But
spotlight for 20
music,
bucks.
you're putting in energy into
Yeah.
guitar pedals, and I was like, this is too
That's-
much.
that's the
I
best
got
part of- yeah.
got it out of my system.
I
But
hit the road, bro. I just
Yeah.
need to bring some mugs.
yeah, that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
I
some
put
mugs.
Will and Joel in the trunk, and then we hit.
Let's
the
go,
road.
boys.
Let's go,
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
Oh, it's the best. It's just you. You are your own instrument. for
That
everything.
sounds like a
It's
lot
the
of
best.
fun too. Like
And by the way, you
comedian
said
road trip.
you said something. I want to disagree
Sure,
with you.
yeah.
You said like, "Oh, I failed at few arts, and now it's time to fail at."
That's just a that's
you
like
haven't
a joke. Yeah.
because you said you were like quite successful in the marketing world.
Sure.
I was a quite
successful though.
No, but like you had a job.
Yeah.
You paid.
That's all it takes these days, right?
you
Like,
know?
for success.
No, but in the sense you were doing something you liked, and you were getting paid for it,
I rose rank within the same company and stuff like
and
that.
you were doing
so-
something you like,
Yeah, yeah.
and you were getting paid for it, and
Yeah,
you were getting
learning,
recognitions for it,
Yeah.
and you were learning, and you were
Yeah.
being creative.
Sure.
I've had that with
That felt
engineering.
good
Yeah.
from time to time. Like,
Yeah.
I can't talk about work too much, but like doing like a commercial
It
where
must
it's
be,
funny
yeah.
felt like a good moment, you know.
So you didn't fail. You just got bored, or you're like, I want to try something new.
No, I'm very riveted by work.
Oh yeah, but you still have your job.
No,
Sorry.
they do get me though, and that's the other thing too. Working for people that get you and stuff. It's
Oh
a
yeah,
nice
because
feeling,
you're
yeah.
working probably with also maniacs and weirdos.
Like the people get
who
that
are
as a creative person.
Yeah.
It's been very
It's funny.
giving in that way.
I had a lot of
Yeah.
exes who were in marketing.
Really?
For some reason, girls in marketing and advertising love me.
Really?
There's something about me that they're like, ooh, I like this. Not
Wow.
on the creative side, but on the business side.
Yeah, I could
They
see
like-
that. Like a bit of polar opposite going on.
Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
sure, sure.
I had like 2 or 3 exes who worked in that world.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah. So you were on the creative side. So those
Yeah.
weirdos get you.
Yeah.
They're probably like, oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I kind of transitioned recently over the last year to a more strategic angle, and it's very fish out of water. Like
That's good.
You're trying to bring that kind of pizzazz to numbers and stuff. It's a challenge.
Well, the
Like,
fact that you have an Excel sheet shows to me that you also enjoy the whatever part of your brain that
I was
handles
always
that.
a bit like that exactly.
Yeah.
Like
I love that.
Most people call it autistic.
I
but,
love that.
Uh,
Dude, I have so many Excel sheets.
I got a crazy spreadsheet for every thing in my life.
Dude, I'm
Like, it's
getting
very
wet right now.
weird.
This
It's very weird.
numbers and structure and like being able to see
I like seeing
trends,
patterns and stuff like that. You know,
that's
like,
my high.
I love looking up how many times I killed,
Yeah.
and it's just funny to see the hilariously low number out of 450. But also it's hilarious because it's still too high in my opinion. Like I'm like, there's no way I killed 40 times. There's no way.
You know what I used to do, and this is I used to listen to my set. I have an Excel
man.
sheet, and I'll say like, okay, I'll set a timer. Okay, I gotta laugh at 6 seconds,
Right.
15 seconds, and I used to chart like, oh, there's a drop
wow.
here, so I should maybe add some more punchlines or more.
Wow, that's
to
really
keep the.
in-depth.
Oh, that was. But I'm like, at a certain point, you're like, that's.
Yeah, it becomes.
However, there's nothing wrong.
Enhance. You're zooming out
Yeah.
one crowd member. You're like, she's cynically whispering to a friend, how do we change that? You know?
Yes.
There's nothing worse than that too. Someone laughing.
Yeah.
And then you look, and then you realize they're not laughing like at your joke.
Yeah.
They're laughing at the thing their friend said to them about you.
But
you
that
know?
that can also be a good thing. That
Or you
means
hear
that
a
there's-
George laugh in the back.
No, I love a George laugh.
Yeah, but-
Ah.
But sometimes you laugh because you're bombing.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's still love. There's no, how can I say it? In art, I'm because as
Yeah.
I said, I used to be an engineer,
Yeah.
so I wasn't really artistic,
Sure.
but I was obsessed.
Really?
Yeah. There's nothing I love more than being completely and utterly obsessed with one thing.
Yeah, man. Like the passion of just doing that thing.
You forget everything. That's
Yeah.
why I say like, oh, I'm a loser. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah.
I just focused on just comedy. It's my favorite feeling in the world is to be obsessed
like
with a
that too.
single thing.
Like I would have that with like I'd be working on a track sometimes.
Yeah.
And it would actually become the thing that consumes me for that 48-hour
Yeah.
period where like I go to sleep and wake up scrutinizing it until eventually I fall out of love with it, you
Okay,
know?
that's
But like
fine.
during that time
Yeah.
where I'm only living to create that stupid thing is super fun. Like,
It's the best.
And it definitely translates to comedy.
I would
Yeah.
say the first 9 years of comedy is just I was obsessed of just having my hour.
Yeah.
And this year I'm like, okay, but I want to be a comedian. So I should also learn the world of business.
yeah.
So now I'm like involving business and how to market and do the road and sell tickets. But it's all comedy. And I'm still funny because like I make funny ads
Yeah.
or I make funny memes,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And I'm enjoying this whole
And
process.
there's
So I'm still
humor too. You can find humor in the
Exactly.
experience
Exa-
itself.
I
Yeah.
love marketing
Yeah.
because it's an evil art.
I like to discern it as there's marketing and advertising. Advertising,
Selling,
to
whatever
me
you wanna call it,
is
yeah.
like, hey, there's this thing I want you to know
Yeah.
about. It's there.
Yeah.
Whereas marketing is like, hey, this is why you need the thing that I'm telling you about.
I don't know how to do that.
Like, and it might. Some people might argue it's the opposite with the terms, but I tend to like advertising more. Like, hey,
yeah.
this is a fun, catchy way to
Yeah.
get you to know this thing exists. Whereas I get a little bit scared sometimes about the manipulation, but I'm also in awe
I would love
of
to
the
learn how to
science
manipulate.
behind it. Like, oh, how do you
How do you
you
manipulate?
compel somebody to understand? Oh, how, like, a great example is pricing schemes, right? Like the way they'll do the 3-tier packages for something,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, it'll push you towards buying the
Yeah, the
premium
large
package,
or-
let's say.
yeah.
All kinds of stuff like that. Like, it's a necessary evil. I don't want to use that term, but I'm gonna. But like, it's very exciting to see how people.
I would love
kinda,
to learn that. If you have a book, I
do
would love
not.
to learn
I
how
do-
to be
I-
a psycho like this.
I
'Cause
want
think
to
I
as
do
well.
I do like, hey, here's the show.
I used to resist it. I might have even identified as like anti-capitalist in my college years or whatever, but I realized that there is something inherently like very natural about the mechanics.
It's evil.
of-
It's evil because you're supposed to love
let's
each
call
other.
it
You're not supposed to
predatory.
love my show.
Let's call it predatory. Like, it's not that
Predatory?
it's like you don't call the lion evil because it predates on the
yeah,
animals.
but the
as a
lion
function.
doesn't have
Or the trap
the
spider
golden
who
rule.
tricks,
You know, the golden. They don't have the treat others as you wish to be treated.
Oh, that's fair.
We've evolved where we're like, oh yeah, that's the only rule.
But that's a staunch capitalist would argue that we still have our social contracts. You still have the choice to participate.
Yeah.
in that, right. You know, and then that's where it gets very murky. But
Yeah.
it's
I've always like manipulation. I've always had.
it's
I've had this icky feeling towards it. Even though what we do in comedy
yeah, you're
is
tricking people into laughing.
it's all
like,
manipulation.
you
It's
know?
like we're gonna laugh, but it's the thing is that this comes to me naturally to make
Yeah.
people laugh, and I feel if we were gonna speak I feel we're doing good things while making people laugh.
Yeah.
This is like if there's a heaven and a hell.
I've seen people even with like some pretty wicked things that they say, like bring rooms together doing that.
If you're making
like,
people laugh, I don't know
yeah.
if that's a bad thing. I see it as a
I don't want to contrast it, but I have heard a counter argument, which
Yeah.
is sort of like it does become creepy when everyone's laughing, but not for the funniness of it, but because they believe in it. Because that happens
but then
too,
I
right?
feel it. If I say something and people are laughing,
They
'cause
said
they
that
don't-
they said something like that too. Actually,
so
that-
if I feel icky,
yeah.
then I'll.
You're like, oh yeah, they're laughing because it's actually mean.
Like I wanted to make a joke. It's funny. I wanted to make
No,
a
go
joke
for
about the son of Justin Trudeau, Xavier Trudeau.
Okay.
He's a musician, and I wanted to make a joke about he's gonna release because he's a musician and he's
I
gonna
didn't know
release a
that.
song about his father dating like I'm in love with my stepmom.
Oh, yeah.
Like Katy Perry, blah blah blah.
We all are.
And I made a post, and and then I looked, and he's 17 years old. I'm like, I
You're
can't.
like, yeah.
I can't.
was
Even
like,
though the idea was good,
I'll get
and
you
I
in
saw some,
September.
and then what I do is like I decided to hold it in, and then I saw a video on TikTok of someone who made jokes about him.
Oh yeah, and you're
But
fair game.
he's close to the age of Xavier. I can't, as a
Yeah.
41, 42-year-old
Yeah.
man.
But then again, what's his name? The French comedian. He had the big court case. Why can't I think of his name?
Mike Ward.
Mike Ward, right?
Yeah.
Like, he fought hard to make sure like that was
yeah, but
protected in the
he
end.
attacked the person. He didn't attack
Oh, I
the
see.
sister of the person
Yeah,
involved.
Yeah.
The poor Xavier, who by the way is gorgeous. He's very comfortable. He's very hot. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna get scrutiny.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't.
I thought you were going to say screwed tonight.
What?
When you said scrutiny, I thought you were going to say screwed tonight. He's going to get screwed
He's
tonight.
gonna get screwed. I bet he gets so much pussy. You have probably in blackface. He probably wears his dad's blackface. He's like, well, who's gonna stop
He's
me?
like, I can only get off that way.
I think that's a great way to end this podcast.
I think so too.
Well, maybe
Thank
we'll
you
make
for having me.
maybe
That
we'll
was a
make
lot
a
of
reel
fun.
with that.
yeah, that's perfect.
Guys, please follow Erik.
Hey.
Eric, what's your Instagram?
Erik.Intrevado. Let's make this really complicated. It's Erik spelled with a K, Intrevado spelt as it is.
If I remember, I'll put it in
Yeah,
the
you put
description.
it in the description.
And go check out his show
also
every
Peel
Wednesday
Pub Comedy and
at
you know,
Burgundy Lion.
yeah. Peel Pub Comedy at the Burgundy Lion Comedy Night.
Wednesdays, 9
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah, great show. It's free now.
It's you're gonna have fun.
And it's a beautiful place. Like
It's a gorgeous.
we went
place.
from a total.
I can't believe they
dungeon-
let you in.
No, I know. And they courted me. No,
Wow.
they saw me on the news. They're like, this poor boy, this poor boy. He's got nothing left.
Poor Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
His best friend killed himself.
They're like, where's your band? I was like, no, it's comedy.
Go check it out.
Yeah, check me
Burgundy
out,
Lion,
guys.
9 p.m.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's fun. You'll get to witness greatness in all levels.
We got both ends of the
Exactly.
spectrum, man.
So you'll see someone bomb, but they'll bomb gratefully.
Yeah.
and you'll see someone kill, and they'll kill gratefully. So it's very fun.
Thank you.
Especially, it's a
Thank you.
cheap date.
It's
Just
a
go
great
fucking-
cheap date. They got
Yeah.
Scotch eggs. They're very tasty. They got a much better food menu than the Peel Pub had.
Yeah.
And
It's a beautiful location.
Yeah, they're really
Notre
they
Dame,
want to
yeah?
support the comedy.
It's
yeah.
on Notre Dame, if I'm not
It's on Notre Dame.
It's on
yeah.
Notre Dame.
It's like 2-3 blocks from
It's in front
Lino
of-
Gru Metro.
It's in front of Joe Beef. If you want to
In front of Joe Beef, you want to blow a bunch of
$300
cash,
at
yeah.
Joe Beef and just pay $10 for your drink
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Burgundy Line. And
Hey,
to
you know
support-
what? Spend the
Yeah.
300 at the Burgundy
Yeah,
Line.
yeah, spend the support this guy. I think
Thank
he's
you,
going
thank you.
places. He's a very smart guy. He
Thank
uses
you.
words like ubiquitous, and he assumes I know what that means.
What was I thinking?
But thank you so much for listening.
Thanks.
Yeah, come see shows. And that's it. All right. I love you, Gabe. I love you, Eugene. Bye, everybody. Bye.